Okay, well, cool. We've got the first video. I'm now talking to the camera, so in case you're wondering what's going on, of Ebony. Let's see kind of what's going on with her. She's been pretty aggressive over the stable door, though today she was absolutely lovely, so I didn't bother recording it. So hopefully we're talking about maybe the regimate has helped her, but her real big issue is in riding going forward. So we'll have a little look at that and then go from there. Have you done any groundwork with her, Maddie, since she's been here? Okay, no, that's fine. It's not been an important thing for you for a while, hey? So let's have a little look at the ground skills, and we'll go forward from there. The main thing I'm noticing is she's really interested in everything that's going on. But aside from that, also for camera people, the microphone's not sat very well, so I'm sorry if it's causing problems. This is not our usual place to set up, so we'll just see what happens with that. But this is Ebony. She is 17.2, jumping bred, jumping trained mare, who's been relatively challenging but has come to a new yard and is now really struggling. So we're just having a look today to see how much of that can be resolved, potentially for sale. So if you're watching this video, you may be watching it thinking about buying this horse. This is where we started, and this is not to be a representation of where she will get to. But she's much spookier than I remember her being. So that's an interesting start already. This sort of apprehension is normal? Yeah, okay. I mean, couldn't be more different from the sort of... This is starting to feel like a professional jump yard now. Like, yeah. Yeah. I mean, from the sort of... I don't think we'll ever make Twyford feel like a professional jump yard. It'll always feel a bit like a mom and pop business. I don't think it'll ever be... But wow, that arena and those stables are pretty special. That's really nice. But yeah, a bit of a shift for her, hey, going from all the mud and the to immaculate everywhere. Interesting bit of brace there, nothing horrendous. But pretty clear that she's not really wanting to do as we say. Lots of energy too, I'm not riding that yet. Hindquarter yield to see if she's willing to give and to bend. Oh, pretty good. So any turnout? Any turnout? Yeah. Thought so. For anyone who couldn't hear that, there's no turnout, which is not surprising. This doesn't look... Walker every day. Yeah, cool. This doesn't look like anything but excess energy at this point. Yeah. Seeing a lack of movement in her middle spine. Watch that back in the video. She's sort of not moving right where the middle of the saddle would be, so that's an interesting point to note. I'm guessing I'll get in trouble if I lunge in the same spot for too long, so we'll do something a little different. Yeah, you're looking very fancy, huh? Okay. Oh, she might do. She might do, but I would stop it. Just taking a little bit more control now. Having slightly higher expectations. Waiting. You see how she's just sort of running from the request? She's not really considering it. Slow down, go that way, catch trot. While she's doing that, I'm not trying to keep her. The goal is to get her to trot over the poles, which she's got concerned about. But I'm not interested in forcing that to just happen. I kind of want her to talk to me about it. You see what she's done is she's gone, there's poles, fuck that, I'm not doing that, and it's just, that's better. And it's just sort of started bolting. She's gone, there's something there and I don't like it. And of course she knows how to do poles, that's not the, we know that, that's not the question. The problem is more that she's not looking at them. It's better, better. That's the first time she's looked at it. Then she immediately freaked out and stopped looking at it. So that tells us a lot too. It's better. That's better. Yeah. Come on then. Come on then. It's really very easy to make the scary corner worse by trying to do your work down that end. So that's why we didn't force the trot afterwards. Just interesting to see her responses, that's all. That's better. She seems to be trying to rush through her work. It's not uncommon. So when you're training, you start with doing everything very, very slowly, and you gradually get it faster and faster and faster. And one of the things that can happen is you've said faster too many times. And it can be hard to find an excuse to say slow down for something. Particularly when they start saying they won't go, because I know that's been your challenge ridden. It can get harder to find things that aren't go forward, right? It's a little easier on the ground. At least I don't have to ride all the bucks when it's on the ground. I'm going to do a very similar thing ridden, basically. When I feel her losing connection to the requests, it's going to become very uncomfortable. And then when she's thinking about it, even if it's not as fast as I would like, we're going to soften again. That's more like a horse I'd want to ride now. I might ride this one. I didn't want to ride the one before. Interesting that movement that I was noticing that wasn't happening behind the spine looks better now after that little blowout. She's still locking her shoulder a little bit down towards us, but nothing horrendous. I've come to realize I do a lot, when I teach, I don't say much often because I'm thinking, and then if you watch it back on video, it's really boring because it's like 20 minutes of Jamie just lunging a horse without saying anything. So I've taken to just talking nonsense words, which is more interesting, and sometimes I'll watch it back and I'll be like, you were talking clean out your ass. That was not what was happening, but it's interesting that that's what I thought was happening. And that even though it wasn't entirely precise what I said was happening, the thing that I did to fix it worked anyway. I always find that interesting, but yeah. That's better. That's better, isn't it? That's just better, hey? That's just looking much better. Oh, I know. I know. Well, it's gonna be okay, huh? Yeah, you're gonna be fine. You get your back there. Of course you are. Of course you are. You've not stopped being Ebony. Huh. Okie cokes. Let's have a look at your saddle then, shall we? Ugh, of course, my phone is not working. Do you know what the time is? That wasn't a I'm bored and I'm checking my phone because you guys are boring me. That was a... Okay. Annoyingly, I've only got till 2:30, but it'll be fine. Big mare. Oh, how's it going? I'm good. Just to warn you, you are on camera, as is now. It's become an issue on our yard as well, that I record absolutely everything. No, you're fine. I am certain there is somewhere Ellis talking about paedophiles on one of my videos. So, you know, Elaine's not going to say anything that's going to be a problem if Ellis is on my other videos. I feel like I need to preface that, just be like, it's okay. Because, you know, on previous videos this shit's happened. I know. I know. What do you reckon, eh? What do you reckon? Okay. There we go, big girlie. I know. I know. Oh. I know. Alright, that a Okay. Now, you are so enormous. Have I put that on wonky or is it on straight? She's so enormous, you can't just tell from the ground if it's on straight. You gotta do the walk backwards thing. Huh. Yeah, it's on there. Good. Good, good. So, I think my groundwork assessment is basically that she feels she's been rushed. If you want to, like, put it into a few words. We'll see what we get ridden. Like I said, we're low on time, so we won't spend too long on it, but let's see another little something with the saddle. A little bit less happy with the saddle, nothing horrendous. I have tried not to do too many circles, Elaine, in your lovely arena. Nice new surface in here too. It's new for me, probably not new for you anymore. Yeah, is it sand carpet mix? Yeah, because we've got just straight carpet at the moment. It's a little bit, it's just that little bit, it's just that tiny little bit more firm underfoot, isn't it, than the straight carpet? Okay. Well, I think that'll do. Let's hop on and get bucked off. Okie dokes. What have we got going on here? Yeah, I know. Okay. She's a little bit more jumpy than she was at ours, but I think that's more just energy, and if I could spend a bit longer lunging, but I also don't want to... No, exactly. So I don't think that's really an issue. Hi. Oh, what? There we go. Yeah, yeah. So I've got a little microphone that goes into the camera, and this little tracker, there's a tracker in each corner as well, so it's very, very precise, very close up, which is nice because some of the, I think the one I used, I may have had it when I last came here, is like a GPS tracking one, and it's good, but it's always zoomed way out, because you know what GPS is like, it's all over the shop. This one's really precise, but you have to be within the grid, and this arena is the largest arena you could do it in. So I was going to cut your other arena in half and just work in half, which is annoying. You can get like a booster pack, but it's already like a grand for this equipment, you know, and you're just like, how you know, how many different arenas am I actually going to use it in? So it's something we just offer at our yard at the moment, but I wanted to have this recorded as like the first, yeah, so we kind of, whatever road we decide to go down with her, we've got, it's so nice to have it recorded. I can't tell you, like, I went and studied with an eventer recently, and he was like, he'd seen me 3 years before, and he said, like, who's been coaching you? And I said, no one, I just got a camera. And he was like completely stunned that I'd improved as much as I had, and it was just, you sit and watch yourself over and over and over, and it's like having me instruct myself, you know. Oh yeah, I've got one of those too. I never got on with it. I've heard though, if you put it in the middle of your arena, it might lose you, but it should pick you up again. I've had a few people tell me that. Yeah, yeah. What's really nice with this is because the pivot doesn't zoom in and out, does it? It's just like set, and you can change it with the little button, but like, where this is like zoomed right in on us now, it'll feel like they're sat right next to me. So that's really nice that you don't like, I don't really have to edit the videos at all. It's just, oh, thank you. I was going to use but that works too. Yeah, the editing is like nothing. I just chuck them up on YouTube. I'm going to move this in a little bit, just because you're all spooky about that quad bike in that corner, and I don't want to have that over here. Hey, we don't want to have that, do we? Hi, big girly. How are we doing? How are we doing? Your stirrups have always confused me, Matt. They shouldn't. I've used these stirrups with... No, I know. They're like idiot proof, but they're not Jamie proof. There's a distinction there. There is a bit of a distinction there. Oh dear. Deary me, Ebeluba. Deary me. Thankfully, little 16-year-old Maddie over here with her spider-length legs has the same leg length as I do. Oh, Ebeluba. I knew this would happen with you because I've ridden you enough before to know that even if I circle you for 45 minutes on the ground, I get on and I have to tighten that. Come on, Maddie, get your shit together. Seriously. I'm joking with you. Ebony doesn't mind. Ebs doesn't mind. Do you, Ebs?
You're pushing me. I'm getting...
Never feel rushed poo picking, no matter how much shit you get. That was another one of my crappy jokes. I'm a dad, so I'm allowed to have shit jokes. It's my Ebeluba. My Ebeluba. Hey? Good girl, Ebelicious. Hey, you a good Ebeluba. Where's the forward gone? Ebs, where's the forward gone? Yeah, there we go. Let's go forward again. That's it. That's our Ebeluba. Yeah. Do you want to? Would you like to try it, Ebeluba? We could try it. Go on, Ebony. Give it a go. Give it a go. Give it a go. Give it a go. No, none of it? Oh, what a shame. What a shame. None of that? Really? We're going to have none of it? Oh, man. Come on, you're scared of these yellow boxes. That a girly. Hey, that a girly. Where's that leg yield? That's it. Yeah, there you go. You remember. You remember how to be a riding horse, don't you? You remember it, don't you? Huh? That's a girly. So, yeah, not bad. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah, I was. You know what? I was totally thinking that. I was. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. I was totally thinking hindquarter yield. Absolutely was thinking that. So, let's see it. Let's see it. Thanking you. Thanking you. Where is it? Where is it? No, no, no. There it is. There it is. Yes. Good. Yeah. No, yield. Good girl. There we go. Forward. That's good. We yield. Yes. Good. Very good. Very good. Hey? Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's the one. Without dropping. Be back without dropping. That's it. Forwards. Nice. And we go forwards. Very nice. Get your diagonals right, Jamie, for heaven's sake. Okay. Cool. Jump over. Sit. Good. 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 And forward. 2, 3. Yes, good girl. Okay, cool. We've got an idea of where she's at. Annoyingly, that's probably all the time I've got, but we've got an idea of what's going on. Maybe. Okay, so I'll tell you a little story before I run off. Sorry, child things. I am always the parent that's late for school run, but so when I was your age, Maddie, yeah, would have been. I was in Australia and I had a horse that's doing exactly what Ebony's doing. She was a little fat cob though. She wasn't an enormous athletic sports horse. She was a little fat cob, and my instructor just left me with her because that was my instructor's teaching method. She'd give me a horse that was too difficult for me and just leave me until my arrogance ran out and I went and asked her for help, right? And I hadn't asked yet, but my instructor was so horrified by what she saw that she ran over, and I was doing probably exactly what you were doing with her, which is the first point of call, which is to go patiently keep asking until she goes forward, right? And that was exactly what I was doing. I was like, I will out-patience you. I will just wait here patiently and you will give eventually. This horse was not going to give because she wasn't really, didn't really care that I was doing it. She just, yeah. So she was quite calm about her telling off. And I feel like Ebony was the same. She thought about it at the mounting block and then went, it's Jamie, I better not. And then when I got to the corner and I gave her something she didn't know how to do, that's when I felt her decide to change. So it's a decision, and that's what's quite important. If it's a fear thing, this trick doesn't work, right? My instructor told me to grab hold of the string, I remember it so clearly, bend the horse's head round, and hit the horse's hock with my stick. I had one of the big long Pirelli sticks, and keep doing it until she softened. That's not what I did with her, but her point about hitting that far down was to be like really lean over and mean it, like stop dilly-dallying and tell that horse to stop doing that, which is not a sort of normal natural horsemanship way of doing things, but it's also every technique has its place and is important. And as soon as you feel the horse soften to it, and it's different from doing it, very different, and that's where people get it wrong, is they get like a, you will fucking listen to me because and that kind of, I have to swear with it because it's like, there's a real anger behind it, right? You're not angry, you just react as much as they react, with as much energy and intention as they have behind what they're doing. And you keep going until they stop. It wouldn't work if I got on without any of the warm-up, because there was a lot of times where she pulled this trick in the warm-up, which is what let me get on the mounting block, which is what gave me the chance to get away from the mounting block and have a few nice conversations to create the contrast, where I was asking her everything super gently to the point where she missed a few cues at the beginning because they were too gentle, right? So she knew there was a really light option, and then she chose not to listen to it because she didn't quite understand. I'd said, lift your head, kept my knee on and put my knee back slightly, which means move that away and move that away, like that, right? And it was just like too much, too many things. It was 3 things. I wasn't she's used to doing hindquarter yield a little bit more like this. And I'd said, don't do it like that. Keep yourself elevated, shoulder over. It's what Pudding and I are working on a lot, is keeping that shoulder out as we bend. There, better. And you get the little nose tuck almost immediately when they get it right. Anyway, so that's the short of what I've done. The theory behind what I did. Yeah, yeah. Cool. I'm sorry that I have to run. I hate being a parent. I also love being a parent, but I hate being a parent. She'll be fine. Less than 2 weeks, I would think. Back jumping and doing stuff. I'd say 2 weeks just for extra time, but what's going on in her head? She thinks it's easier, I think. It'll be easier just to throw a little tantrum. In terms of the stable stuff, that's she considers the way people are approaching to be disrespectful, but it's to the point where she lunges first and asks questions second, right? So she's had kids run up to her door. She doesn't like it. It's her personal space. She wants you to enter gently and with soft energy. And so when you come running up to her, she gets like, so when she anticipates that someone's going to be that way, she sort of attacks first, asks questions later. In terms of the ridden work, yeah, she just thinks if she throws a tantrum, you'll stop. Or at least that's what I got today. I'll have to watch Maddie ride her on the weekend to see if it's different. Maddie's face. If you want to, that's the whole thing. If you even want to, I'm not. I'm not. Yes. Annoyingly, I'm supposed to leave here at 2:30, so but I'm always the parent that's late, so it's fine. It's fine. It's partly. I've said my lessons in the future are going to be 1 hour and 15. I think if I ever do any recording, Because it takes a good 15 minutes to set it all up. Oh, and I only took your noseband piece off because I was like, that'll take me 20 minutes to work out, because I'm not a genius, so, and it's not a requirement, it just looks pretty on your nose, so. Doesn't like what? I don't entirely think it's entirely the move, although I think it's probably me and Zoe really know how to approach her, so I feel like it was one of the challenges we had at Twyford with the backyard is there can be a lot of noise back there, and I think that's what started her off lunging at people, and then it sort of became like a habit. But I do think me and Zoe were talking about it. She was improving with just me and Zoe leading her in and out. Well, and Maddie, but it was. Yeah, it was a process. Don't turn the video off. That's no good.